Hello, good evening. Thought I'd do a last video before the Christmas period. Obviously, by the stupid act. Thank you very much. Also, before I get into this thing, which will be another set list reunion set list version thing, like based around the reunion albums. Before I get into that, I will want to thank Metal Pilgrim Vladislav, who sent me this hoodie, which I supported him. I sent him some, to get this hoodie. I would recommend you go to his website if you don't know it. It's probably well known by now. He's much more professional at this sort of thing than I am, hence these type of videos. And yeah, so him and Captain Harris have been very supportive of me. Especially support them at this time, especially Vladislav. His country, he lives in Ukraine, and he makes these videos about the rock scene, heavy metal scene, and they're excellent, and he deserves all our support because his money goes towards helping his people get through this terrible time. So if you go to Metal Pilgrim or Captain Harris to support them, they're worth looking at and that sort of thing, especially Vladislav at this time in the year. Okay, we're going to go through a Maiden reunion era set list. This could be, I've gone through everything, so I might as well do a reunion era. That's from Brave New World up to Senjutsu. I mean, like I say, the only song that's not going to be a reunion thing is Iron Maiden, of course, their title song, which they put at the end of every main part of their set. So we're going to go for, as we go, Doctor Doctor. Then the intro is Arthur's Farewell, which they used in Rock and Rio, and then obviously we go straight into The Wicker Man. It's the first track of this set list. Good, nice old banger. Adrian Smith on guitar. Yeah, so it's a great opener. It was a great opener then. Then the second track will be El Dorado, which I personally like, from the Final Frontier album, which is a lot of fun. Then we go on to my favourite album of the reunion period, Different World song, which is a bit of a light-hearted, more positive banger sort of thing. Nothing too deep, but it's a lot of fun. And then we go back to Brave New World with Brave New World, title track of the album. We get into that. That's a really good song. Number 5 on the set list will be Passion Down, which is an amazing World War One song. I don't think it's been topped. There's probably others are out there, but I really like that one. Then we go to the Senjutsu album, which is with a song which a lot of people, including I think Captain Harris, hoped would be on the Days of Future Past set list, but it was replaced by Death of the Celts. I would go for the Parchment, which is a really, really fantastic song by Maiden. Then we go to one of the greatest songs on the Matter of Life and Death album, the Reincarnation of Benjamin Brigg. An amazing song. It's basically a masterpiece in my opinion. And then we go back to the Dance of Death album with their title track, Dance of Death. And it's a twofer. Straight after Dance of Death will come Rainmaker. Then we travel back in time to the A Matter of Life and Death again, or forward in time in that case, for the Greater Good of God, which is one of my favourite songs on that album. A really meaningful song about, doing things for the wrong reason, it's all about like religion and wars in the name of religion, where a lot of these religions, especially the teachings of Christ, Buddha, or whatever, speak the opposite of what people do. So for the Greater Good of God, great song, really meaningful, especially in these time of days. What's going on in the Middle East? Then we go to a real banger after that with The Speed of Light, which is a great fun song to come in at number 12 on the set list. Then number 11 on the set list, and then number 12 will be a big rousing song like Coming Home, which is a great song from the Final Frontier album, and also one of my favourite songs from that particular album. Then we end the main set, of course, with Iron Maiden. I have no idea what the Eddie would look like in my mind. It could be anything really. So maybe they could come up with something new, or just get Final Frontier Eddie. I know it's not a popular one, but the large one's quite spectacular. So we have the encore. Then we go straight into Out of a Silent Planet, which is a song which I would like to see live. I've listened to versions of that live from the Brave New World tour. It's a truncated version they do live sometimes, but I think they should go and do it from the album version, like the build up, that sort of thing. You know, the build up, the guitar solo at the beginning, and then the build up, then hit the main part of the song. I think that would be a better way of doing it, sort of thing. Give it a bit of a build up. Now 15. I thought about this and say the encore is going to be slightly longer than normal for the second song of the encore. So I think, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's do Empire of the Clouds. That 18-minute epic, a masterpiece of storytelling and musicianship. It's absolutely fantastic. I love that song so much. It's a great, massive, big, like a full meal. You know, you go, you know, like say, it's not like a snack, it's a big meal. Yeah, I would love to see that live. It'll never happen, I don't think, within the next couple of years. Got this Run for Your Lives tour, then don't know what's going on after that, what their plans are after that, where they've got a few more years before they decide to hang it up, retire. They may retire. They may decide to retire when they're in their late 80s, but I really doubt that. You know, I think some of them will be stepping back at some point or another. But anyway, so that's the second song of the encore, and it'll take them a lot of time, so it should really be the only two songs on the encore. But I think, like I say, I will always get this song, rather than Wasted Years, going to Blood Brothers, which I think is a fantastic, rousing song. You know, the crowd will get involved and that sort of thing. So this is my reunion set list as it stands. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great Christmas. Like I say, support these other channels I've talked about, Metal Pilgrim and Captain Harris. They're fantastic channels. Like I say, they do it properly. I mean, I don't do this for... I do this for my own mental well-being and creative urges, sort of thing. I don't do it for views or, you know, monetary things on this. So it's none of this monetized, really. So, yeah, that's my set list. Hope you have a good Christmas and a great New Year, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.